Hi, I'm Mark Dice, and welcome back to Let's Play Shadowrun for the Genesis. We don't have much more to do, at least for the big three. We can hire Eileen Two-Fist, but it's really not that great. She is a really good character, but I've buffed up all the rest of my characters so much that it's not a big deal. Plus, I have one of each class, so I'm pretty much good on that. Alright, I have 20,000. So, let's go ahead and call Sharky, and let's go to Sinsaratch. It's nice having a helicopter pilot. May I speak with your tribal elders? I will show you to the Lodge of the Elders. The elders assemble, and Lady Jillian steps forward. We have received word that all is well with Eileen. You are very gracious, but there is one last part of the ritual to complete. Oh. Thirdly, you will promise to aid, defend, and respect the Sinsaratch, both the land, the people, for the rest of your days. Simply answer yes. Thereby you will prove your faithfulness. No! Yes, of course. Your answer pleases Lady Jillian. She leads you outside, where an initiation ceremony has begun. The entire elf tribe of the Sinsaratch has assembled outside. They hush as Lady Jillian begins. This individual, known as Joshua, has proven himself worthy to be called a friend of the Sinsaratch. We grant him honorary status in our tribe. May Alicia, our first chief, watch over Joshua as he watches over the actions of all the tribe. The tribe begins an elvish chant. Then silence fills the air. Slowly they come up, rest their hands on your shoulders, and call you brother. Lady Jillian then invites you back to the elders' chambers. Oh yeah! Oh. Now that you are an honorary member of the tribe, I can answer your questions. What can you tell me about Alicia? He was the first chief of our tribe. His ideals are what all members of the Sinsaratch attempt to achieve. Lol. His known deeds are recorded as object lessons, and his life is an example to all elves. You would do well to study him. What do you know about someone named Thon? Little is known about this disgusting individual, except that he has taken an interest in the Sinsaratch. His purposes cannot be benign, but as of yet, we cannot fathom his true intent. We only know his two toads, Vigore and Jarl, have been desecrating our land for over a month now. We have gathered that Thon is a powerful fighter, but he is intelligent enough not to let others do the fighting for him whenever possible. Intelligent enough to let others do the fighting for him whenever possible. This also appears to be true with his bidding. I'm looking for an elf named Frosty. Jane Foster. She is a student at one of the most powerful and secretive elves in Seattle. She came to Seattle under mysterious circumstances, and has worked with her patron ever since. God, I can't read today. Now let me take you to Frosty. She is expecting you. Wow, you look like you're straight out of a D&D dungeon manual. You're taken to Frosty. There's a definite edge to her features of one who has seen and done things unspeakable. However, her attitude is calm, and her words warm. Joshua, it is good to finally meet you after hearing so much about your exploits. All of the second-hand stories do you no justice. You have shown remarkable tenacity, skill, and ability. Thanks, chum. I just hope you have the talent to finish the task you so rashly started. Now, what did you want to know? What do you know about someone named Thon? Thon is more and less than he seems, but I think that the information should come from my master. To be honest, I'm amazed you've stood against him as long as you have. Why is Renraku involved? As with most megacorps, Renraku is mostly interested in profit. Somehow they got hooked up with Thon and his goons. They think they can profit from whatever Thon is up to. Thon has other plans and seems to burn the bridge with Renraku. Tell me what you know about my brother Michael. I contacted Caleb Brightmore for a few runners, and he chose your brother, as well as the others. I deeply apologize for your loss. I had no way of knowing Thon and his cronies had set up an ambush. My master is Harlequin. It was he who asked me to help to find a team to go into Salish Sete. Although some say he is crazy, he has a plan and an ability to see it carried out. Harlequin seeks to end Thon's presence in this world, but I have said all that I can on the subject. I think it is time you talk with Harlequin. You can find him in the Pile-Up Barrens at the Tarislar Garden Apartments. Yeah, that's like the worst art in the game, in my opinion. Alright, yeah. I was like, what the hell? Is he not going to offer me free rides anymore? You're part of the tribe, so we don't give you free rides. Well, rides that cost money, that is. Alright. Yep. Yeah, shut up and drive me. No sass from you, trollface. Alright. These should be the apartments right up here, right? Please, you guys are jokes. Get the hell out of here. I like the graffiti that's 011001111. Yeah, I think it was actually up higher. Yeah, I think it's this building, right? Or is this... Ah, here we go. You enter the Tarislar, or Tarlasar, whatever. These names piss me off. Garden Apartments. 2 elves carrying submachine guns greet you at the door. They say nothing, but motion you to follow them. They lead you into the elevator, and you ride to the top floor. Passing even more armed elves, you enter the penthouse. Inside, you face a bizarre sight. There stands an elf, his face tattooed like a clown. However, his expression reflects his serious nature. This must be Harlequin. So we meet. I guess you would eventually have found me, given your resources and abilities. As you have probably guessed, I've been keeping an eye on you since you first arrived in Seattle. You've acquired quite a reputation in your short time here, yet your original mission remains unfulfilled. I will help you if I can. Tell me what you know about my brother Michael. Your brother's death is made worse by the fact that it was wholly avoidable. I underestimated Thon, and he punished me by destroying those in my employ. I apologize for Michael's death. Who is Thon? Thon is a what, not a who. It is a free spirit, an elemental whose summoner was killed. Thon is older than most, and with age comes power, considerable power in Thon's case. But Thon is cursed. He must replenish his life force, or his form in this world will eventually cease to exist. Thon seeks out magical artifacts and, in a ritual of destruction, absorbs their energies. Currently, Thon's energy is waning, but make no mistake, he is still very powerful and quite dangerous. But to save on expenditure of his energies, he now uses much outside help and avoids direct confrontation. Why is Renraku involved? Renraku became involved with Thon through Vigore, who was casting about for corporate support. Renraku assigned Mako to the project, but he was easily blinded by the promise of the power and became Thon's unwitting pawn. After Thon fragged his relationship with Renraku, Mako was replaced. Ito Ogami is a legendary player of hardball. I've managed to keep him and Renraku off my trail so far. I've killed Ito, so Renraku is no longer involved. You managed to have him killed? It seems I am not the only person to underestimate you, although it appears you'll be the only one around to correct my mistake. Well, with Ogami out of the way, Renraku should no longer bother us any longer. You show Harlequin the map you retrieved from Renraku. This shows the location of Alicia's tomb, but the reference points have been removed. This map and its counterpart must be what Thon is after. Thon killed your brother. If you really want the revenge that you've been after, you must thwart his plans. Earlier I mentioned Vigore, whatever. Have you heard of him? You tell Harlequin what you know of Vigore and Jarl. Harlequin frowns when he hears of your contact with him. Vigore is Thon's most trusted lieutenant and the front man for Thon's operations. Jarl is less well known, but just as important to the spirit. Yeah, we really didn't meet them. Both of them have been using you for information. Yeah, except I haven't really talked to them. Seek out Vigora and Jarl. They are the weak link in the chain. See if you can break it. Yep. But now we get to go see them. And actually, I don't think I've even met them. I think I talked to Vigor. That's it. I've got to delete some stuff out of my quest log. So that way I know where I am. So that way I don't get confused when I come back and I'm like, oh, this save has me outside of Sinsaratch. I guess I gotta do all that again. Alright, so that's done. Alright, we already did that. We did that. Hold on, I gotta delete. There's so much like fluff in this. Alright. Now we've got to go to Jump House and talk to Gunderson about it. Which is kind of weird if you think about it. They're pretty much the place we started is where the end starts to take place. Oh no, wait, this isn't Jump House. Jump House is up here. Oh wait, yeah, we have been talking to Vigor. Derp. Boy, friend, don't be... Oh, wait. Shh. Alright. Oh, no. Yeah, this is Gunderson, derp. I'm looking for... stupid thing. Thank you. Info, eh? Let's get some question answers. Hurry up and ask, then. What do you know about a Johnson named Vigore? Word on the Johnson grapevine says he's involved with something nastier than any sane Johnson would touch. They say he's holed up in some secret base in the rat's nest. Okay, so he's in the rat's nest. And the rat's nest should be south of here, right? I'm gonna double check. Alright, yeah, the rats... Yeah, it's just down by the Halloweeners gang place. In fact, it's the place that I believe was under Lone Star control before? Or no, wait. Or is the Rat's Nest the bar? I'm thinking this is the Rat's Nest. No, oh, okay, yeah. The area seems to have been swept with recent activity. Knowing Vigore must be somewhere around, you start a thorough search of the area. You get lucky and find a secret entrance to an old fallout shelter. After a quick search of the bunker, you find a copy of your overlay map. In addition, the landmark map is rolled up with it. Harlequin should be most interested in this. You leave cautiously, expecting to be jumped at any moment. Fortunately, your luck holds out, and you leave the area without an incident. Yes, that is the easiest thing to do, probably in the entire game in terms of basic story missions. You get, like, one of the most important items in the game in something that's, like, locked out in the beginning, and you have no way of knowing it's there, or what it is, for that matter. Yeah, he's Tarslar, right? Yeah. Just walk straight north. And to the left, derp. Keep doing the same mistake. Oh, wait. Yeah, I can go further. Whoa! None of that shit. Ow. God, dick. Fucking mages, man. Mages. Hello again, Joshua. You have brought my time with your pain. Oh, you have bought my time with your pain. Spend it as you wish. I have some information for you. You show Harlequin the map you retrieved from Renraku, and the map you took from Vigore and Jarl. Impressive. This shows the exact location of Alicia's tomb, if one is familiar with these landmarks. If Vigore has these maps, then Thon must be very close to finding the tomb. There is no telling what artifacts are in the tomb. I will not stand idle and let that mockery desecrate the final resting place of such a noble warrior. Harlequin is half standing with his knuckles bone white, where he is clenching the chair. Suddenly, his animated features go slack as he slowly sinks back into the seat. He speaks with quiet determination. As we sit here, Thon may already be in Alicia's tomb. Joshua, you must go now to assemble a team to destroy Thon. We now have very little time, so equip your team well, and when you have returned here, I will have arranged for your transport to the tomb. Harlequin fixes you with his piercing gaze. I beseech you, Thon must be stopped, an elven myth preserved. I'll prepare things on this end for your return. Alright, and now all I think I have to do, let's do that, so that way I don't get, like, surprise rushed. Alright, yeah, I don't need your suggestions on how to do this. Alright, I gotta delete all this useless information in between, so that way I know where I am. Alright. Alright, this is going to be ridiculous. So, let's make sure everybody's equipped to the teeth. I should get him a better... I mean, yeah, they have light combat armor, which isn't bad. Oh, I know what I need. No. Browse weapon and equipments. Yeah, I could buy. Oh, I think he already had... I think I bought 2 light combat armors now. Oh well, I can sell them. Yay! Being broke. She doesn't really... She should still be at the maximum number of clips. They really did pick an awful sound for that. Alright, let's see if that's okay. Oh, yeah, it's actually better than what he has. Okay, yeah, you have light combat armor. There we go. I could sell that. And I could sell that to make money. I still needed to equip him with, like, the dermal plating and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, he has a high body rating. Okay, Lone Star Undercover. Wait, where am I going? I don't need a taxi cab to go anywhere. Alright, let's save, because this is where shit is about to hit the fan. And by fan, I mean this is gonna suck. Are you prepared for the trip to Alicia's tomb? Harlequin takes you to a sleek VTOL craft whose body bristles with communications and jamming devices. A harried ride with Harlequin at the stick takes you to the entrance to Alicia's tomb. I would not want a guy like that driving any plane that I was in. I would just feel like this is going to end terribly. Harlequin gives you a hands-free walkie-talkie. What happens in the tomb is up to you. I'll take care of things out here. Harlequin holds up a hand to stifle your question and ushers you to the tomb. Shh, don't say anything. Just go. Good luck, my friend. May we meet again. You take a deep breath of fresh air and the last look at the forest. Nodding to Harlequin, you turn and walk into the tomb's antechamber, noticing that the stone doors were literally ripped from the entrance. Yay. Oh, that went well. Let's just heal up, because I think there's more coming. I don't think there's any specific directions. Alright, let's see. Alright, yeah, we just have to walk north. Yeah. I thought it was just in this room. Here's a tomb that looks an awful like an abandoned ghoul warehouse. Hey, where are you, butthole? Let's go. I don't want to get ambushed by anything else. Yep, he's a gigantic bear shaman thing. Entering the antechamber, you see a giant humanoid creature digging in the dirt ahead. Huge clawed hands pull artifacts from the broken chest, placing them aside. The creature turns from the chest and peers at you. You have arrived in time to witness the birth of a new era. Kneel, slave. You feel something reach into your mind and force you to the ground. I am Thon, new ruler of this world. With the powers of this tomb, all will kneel to me. The unseen iron grip begins to diminish, and once again you are in control of your actions. What is happening? My power is waning. Harlequin's voice rings out over the walkie-talkie he gave you. Joshua, the council is channeling their powers to weaken Thon. He's now susceptible to physical damage. It's all up to you now, Joshua. Let him have it. No. No, go back. Yeah, thank you. Anyway, let's... Oh, no, actually, we'll use on Joshua, derp. Yeah. This battle is going to take a little bit, probably. It also sucks because Winston is not the greatest in defense from magic. So, but at least I have lots of medkits. And I know it seems silly in the middle of combat to be able to do this. I always thought it was silly. No, yes. No. No. Alright. Actually... I know, what an exciting end boss battle where I'm exchanging weapons. Yeah. I want Josh to have all the medkits. Does she have any medkits? No? Good. Yeah. It is really helpful to put up your biotech before you come to this. Because if you're just healing, it usually doesn't last long. I should have gotten more medkits. I need to heal her again. Hopefully I can... I have enough medkits to last. Oh, come on, give me better rolls with medkits. There we go, thank you. Yeah, I probably should have stocked up on medkits. Oh, hi there. Yeah, Dragon says fuck you. The Cortrix head swivels towards you. I told you my help would be needed, human. His razor-sharp teeth gleam as his voice fills your head. I have Thon under my will at the moment, but soon he will overcome me. You must destroy him. That is what I've been trying to do. When I can no longer contain him, he will attempt to flee the tomb. Its walls are lined with magical ore or chalcum. You must blast the opening of the tomb as he attempts to escape. This will serve two purposes: to crush him with the ore and permanently seal the tomb from others. Can you do this? You bet. Then get to it, my friend. The fate of this world is balanced upon your actions. Yeah, fuck you. I look like Gordon Freeman with badass armor. As the tomb seals shut, you feel a darkness wash away from your mind. You wonder, can it be true? Is Thawne really defeated now that his corporeal form is destroyed? When the dust settles, Harlequin contacts you via walkie-talkie. You did it, Joshua. Alicia's powers and secrets are once again at rest. All of Seattle is forever in your debt. All of Seattle? Lame! That said, you feel a wave of exhaustion envelop you. It's over. For now. Yep. So that's pretty much the end of the game. I mean, I know I cheated, and there's lots of stuff I didn't do, but, I mean, that's up for you to explore if this is really your type of game. I mean, it's hard to get into, and some of the controls are a little wonky, and you know, it is kind of repetitive that you can only really get decent karma from doing Shadowruns. But, like, you can keep playing the game and get, you know, at a certain point, of course, you do get all the best stuff, but it does cost a lot, and if you're playing legit, it becomes really hard to do certain things. But you can do a lot of things in this game, which is half of the reason why I like it more than the Super NES version, because I've legitimately gone through the game and done everything that I could and figuring out what I could do, and it took me, like, 3 months or so of playing this pretty hardcore and doing everything I could and paying for every contact and trying out every weapon, doing corporate runs and building up my karma and grinding it up. Is that all? Oh, I can press A to skip through the credits. That's interesting. I've never seen a game that actually doesn't auto-scroll credits. But, this has, like, a really, like, typical, like, if you're doing, like, a Shadowrun dungeon kind of thing, this is the kind of thing you would want. Which I know a lot of people who used to play Shadowrun pretty religiously, so it's interesting that when this game came out, a lot of them were really into it. Well, actually, technically when they heard about it, because the game had already been out, but they had never played it before. But, you know, the Matrix and all that makes the game really a solid game. Not much on an ending. I mean, most of it was the interest in the game. But this is ultimately, like, when I thought of how you'd make a video game based on Shadowrun, this was really, like, the perfect setup. I usually play a decker. Like, a samurai does make parts of the game a lot easier, but it makes other parts a whole hell of a lot harder, and shaman's pretty much below, because you need to hire a decker to get any major corporate missions or anything done. But that said, like, no matter what, you have to play as a decker. That's just, you can't get by in the game without a decker. There's probably a way to do it, but it's probably like a huge pain in the ass. But I really feel like this game, like, well balanced how your characters play out, and really gives you kind of like a D&D feel. Because let's face it, Shadowrun is basically a cyberpunk D&D game. And the stats and the stat sheets, I'm glad they didn't, like, overwhelm you with, like, 3 pages of absurd stats that you don't need. They kind of kept it slim and to what would actually be useful in the game. Some of the systems, like throwing grenades and stuff, are kind of useless. I usually kill myself or my teammates while doing it. Melee combat's not bad, but you take a lot of damage. But overall, I think that people who are fans of pen and paper and, like, kind of like the Oblivion style RPGs where it's like, or like Baldur's Gate and stuff like that, would probably be a big fan of this game. It does get a little repetitive, but I mean, it's a Genesis title, for crying out loud. Like, at this time it was what? You had some Might and Magic, and you had, like, Dungeon Explorer and a few others that were, like, more like hardcore dungeon, but, like, really this, like, top-down stuff. You maybe had, like, Fallout 1, I want to say. I'm not sure if Fallout 1 came out around 93 or if it's more like 96 or 97. I don't remember off the top of my head. But, like, I don't know. I feel like this game is really good, and for some reason people always are like, it was on the Genesis. It was so terrible. The Genesis was so bad because it didn't have Mario, which were really subpar games. You know, and I just hate the whining about it. So many people have such Genesis hate, but this game is awesome. Like, if you like pen and paper RPGs, there's nothing on Super NES or Nintendo that's really as good as this gets, or as rich and deep as this gets. So I like, in my opinion, it looks better than the SNES Shadowrun. But that aside, I'm not going to get into too much of an argument about SNES Genesis, but well, at least the Shadowruns. But this game, I owned it for a very long time, and I played the hell out of it. And it was one of those times when I played a video game, and I said, this is so good that I would want to play through it, like, at a different angle. Like, I played through with all the characters, except for, I think, Shaman. I don't think I ever beat it with Shaman, because I hated it. But, overall, like, this game was very ahead of its time, and was very good, for when it came out. I'm just gonna... Let's just get to the screen, and I'm going to pause it, because I'm tired of seeing it flash by. And, I don't know, I felt like like, when they make video games, especially like D&D, a lot of times they make really crappy ones, and they don't get the same kind of feeling, or the same kind of, like, I guess, like, you kind of have to learn a whole new system in order to play a lot of the older D&D games. This one, in terms of, like, you know, for Shadowrun, they've never made a game that was that great in terms of, like, how you play it. Like, the new Shadowrun is garbage. I hate it. But this one is really good, and I think that this is, like, the best it gets. Especially if you really like the world. This is, like, the best way to go. And as for, like, the whole cheating stuff, I just really didn't want to sit and grind through it. I've ground through it so many times before, and I think I've already said this like 3 times, but, like, I really want you, if you enjoy this style of game, to go out and play it. There's 2 other main quest trees that I didn't do, which is the Chernobyl and the Alan Walker? No, not Alan Walker's from D. Gray Man, but it's something like that. There's a whole quest that involves Sin Sriracha and stuff like that. And basically, this was giving you how to do the main storyline, which is kind of spoilery. But at least I like gave you tips on how to get places, how to get farther, like easy ways to make money. I mean, even if you're a Gator Shaman, you still can hire a decker and then raid Ito's network over and over and over again, and just make absurd amounts of money really quick. As long as you have a decker that can survive that long. And I don't know. I mean, other than that, the basic combat isn't that bad. It's a little too fast for what you can do in combat, but overall, it's not bad. It could be a lot worse. It could be a whole lot worse. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this LP. I hope you enjoyed this game, and if you really do enjoy it, go check it out. So that's all for Let's Play Shadowrun with me, Morak Dice. See you later.